Different at night, we are so different at night. The best video you're ever likely to see out of your radio, yeah. The best video out of a radio, this is the best one you're ever likely to see. With the Lucas Show nighttime and jam-packed all nights. As soon as you hear a caller go off, that's your time to give Mr. Lucas a ring with your toot-toot and toot sweet at 811111. Here's another tune. 8:40, it is 20 minutes till 9 at 811111. The Lucas Show. Michelle!
Hello!
Yes!
Hi!
What are you happy about?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought, well, I'll give you a ring. I'm in a really good mood today.
You're in a good mood?
Yeah.
Well, I found someone who's in a good mood tonight.
For no reason at all, just in a good mood. I thought I'd ring you up and wish you a happy new year.
Well, that's very nice. I feel in a good mood myself, but I haven't had anything to put me in a good mood. I just feel all right. But, you know, I was saying earlier on, you know, Michelle, this time of year foxes me. You know, some people working and some people aren't working, aren't they?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what it's all about. How old are you?
I'm 17.
Are you now?
Yep.
Do you work?
Yes, I work.
Who do you work for?
I work at a country club.
A country club?
Uh-huh.
Which one?
It's in Kingsdown.
Well, I'm surprised you're not working tonight. I thought all country clubs would be working over Christmas time.
I'm working tomorrow night, New Year's Eve.
What's your country club called?
Kingsdown Country Club.
Kingsdown Country Club.
That's it.
All right, well, you got a band on there tomorrow night?
I'm not quite sure, actually. Most of it will probably be disco. Probably have a band as well. We normally do.
And what do you do there?
Sorry?
What do you do there?
I do waitressing. Sometimes work behind the bar, but not very often. I'm normally just doing the food.
Have the tips been good this year?
Fairly good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad at all. Can't
You know,
say.
the thing that really annoys me is the way that most of us feel obliged to leave a tip.
Oh, you'd be surprised people who don't.
Eh?
Some people do, some people don't.
Well, why should we have to leave waitresses tips anyhow?
Well, I don't know, really. It's just...
Nobody else?
Do, don't they?
Why do cab drivers automatically think they should get a tip?
That annoys me, actually.
What's so special about cab drivers and waiters and waitresses and the looks that you get when you don't? Especially in London, the cab drivers there, they've got a right sauce. No, really they have.
Quick.
Eh?
I just get out the cab quick.
Well, I don't mind leaving a tip, you know, if someone's been very, very good. But if they're only doing their job, you know, and some people, they can't afford to leave a tip, but they just feel obliged to do it. You know, I'd say to people, you know, keep the money and, you know, save the money up and buy a record or something. But what's the biggest tip you ever had?
The biggest tip I ever had was about £4, I think.
Well, it's not exactly going over the top, is it?
Well, I thought it was quite a lot.
Huh?
I thought it was quite a lot.
For the biggest tip?
Yeah.
I had a friend once who worked as a porter in a London, in a London hotel. He had a tip once for £120.
120?
For moving some baggage. Yes, he did.
Oh, God.
There's a Park Lane place, and you know, there's a lot of people there, but that's a lot, isn't it?
It is.
You know, I just wonder, especially with cab drivers, why they think they should get tips. A lot of them I know don't, but especially in London, you know, the abuse you get sometimes if you don't give them a tip, you know, like, well, I hope you break a leg. Pardon? I hope you break a leg. It's not easy for us London black cabbies.
I just pour food in their lap.
You don't do that. No. That's your speciality, is it?
Yep.
All right, I'm sure you don't.
I'm quite good at it now.
Wish all your customers a happy new year.
Yep, I do.
And you too, hun.
Uh-huh.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Julie.
Hello.
Yes, Julie.
I've got an answer to a quiz.
All right.
Is it the Amazon River is the longest river, and it's 4,000 miles, or 6,437 kilometres?
Well, do you know what, Julie? I have to say that that's not the answer we were given. We do not believe that is the longest river in the world.
Oh.
Caesar, give me a location and the sort of area it's in and a clue.
Pardon?
We're just trying to get a clue here.
A location in the area is somewhere in Africa.
Africa. Ah!
And can I say hello to my friend Zoe?
Where is Zoe?
In Tunbridge Wells. She's the one who said, I hope you get well soon to me.
Well, I hope you get well soon. You're feeling a bit poorly, aren't you?
Yeah.
What do you think you've got, a tummy bug or something?
Probably bronchitis.
No, well, I hope you haven't got that, and if you have, you wrap up warm. Oh, dear, and a cough to prove it. Dear, oh, dear, he sounded a poor way.
Thank you, Julie, for ringing the show, and love to, I think that was Dad in the background, or a big brother. And here's Sarah.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well, Sarah, I'm well.
Good.
Did you feel at peace with the world?
Yes.
Do ya?
Yep.
Uh-huh. And I feel at peace with the world. You and me holding hands, feeling at peace with the world.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Well, we'll never get it.
No, I know.
Well, it will never, ever happen. As long as man is on this earth, we will never have peace.
That's right.
It'll never, never come. You know, people can strive for peace, but to actually believe that, you know, we're all going to get peace is like believing that everyone's going to get all the same things out of life, you know? It's just not going to happen.
No, it's not, is it?
Funny old world. If you were in, say you were a president in charge of the whole world,
Yeah.
as I'm sure there will be one day,
Yeah.
when we all get together, what sort of changes would you make?
Hard to say. The law for a start.
What sort of law?
Well, the law that is present with these criminals.
Yeah, what would you do?
I'd change that the prison sentences they get at the moment is ridiculous. I'd put it a lot higher.
Would you?
Yeah.
But then we'd have overcrowded prisons, wouldn't we?
Okay, then the people who murder other people should be murdered themselves.
So you're gonna you kill off all the murderers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chop off the right hands of all the thieves.
Chop the hands off.
Yeah, bring back the old law.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you? Anyone who was a naughty boy, why wouldn't you eliminate them as well? Then we wouldn't have any thieves, then, would we?
True.
Eh?
True.
You see, if you got all these people who did naff things, all right?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about your argument maybe as well. And we designed a sea full of sharks, shark infested, off Canvey Island,
Yeah.
or the Isle of Dogs or something, and then we get a helicopter and put them all in the big net and then drop them in there, and we wouldn't see them anymore.
That's a very good idea.
Well, isn't it? And then we wouldn't have any. We'd be able to walk the streets at night. We wouldn't have any cars stolen or ripped apart or phone boxes, because as soon as you did a phone box in, you'd be put in the shark-infested part of Canvey.
That's right.
And then we could all be normal. But do you think that would be good?
Yes, very good.
So all the law-abiding citizens would be the same?
Yep.
Yeah. But what about somebody did some shoplifting? What would you do with them? Would you drop them in the shark-infested bit?
Yes, I think so.
You do that as well?
Yep.
What about somebody who smashed a phone box?
Yep.
Because we don't need those people, do we?
No,
You see, a lot of people wouldn't like that. They'd say that's not being very civilised.
it is. If they're naughty enough to do it, they should take the consequences.
And you'd decide, would you?
Yep.
Right, you know, put him in the sharks.
That's right, I would.
Cool, a lot of people wouldn't like that. They'd come on here and they'd say, Mr. Lucas, that's not a very civilised thing. You got to try and talk to these people.
Yep.
And you don't reckon that would be a very good idea, do you?
No.
How old are you?
Nearly 15.
Well, it has to be said, you know, there's a lot of people agree with you. And,
Yeah.
and a few more who maybe don't. Now, Sarah,
Yeah.
you going to play me your trumpet?
Yes.
What are you going to do?
When a child is born.
811111, Medway, if you want to talk. All right, baby.
All right?
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Okay. Be-doo, be-doo.
There's
What?
more.
Yeah, go on.
All right.
Do-do-do-do-do. Bit of echo, Roddy. Yes!
You like that?
Well done. Do you learn that at school?
No.
Where'd you learn that?
At home. My sister bought me this book for trumpet music
Uh-huh.
for Christmas, and I've taken it because I haven't been playing long.
What about your trumpet? Where did you get that from?
My mum for Christmas?
Did you?
Yeah.
You know I play the trombone.
Yes, I know you play the trombone.
You know, I think one night on the show, we'll have, next month, we'll have a time when we get everyone who plays a brass instrument to call or come into the station, you know, and I'll be the leader of the band, and we'll have a good old blow.
That'd be a laugh, that would.
Do you reckon it would?
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's see if we
Have you
can...
got your silver trombone?
I've got a silver one, the jazz one.
Cool.
It was given to me.
No, my mum bought me mine for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, you look after that thing.
Yeah, I will.
Uh-huh. You're lovely. Thank you for ringing me.
Can I say hello to Robin and her family, please?
Of course you can.
So, hello, Robin. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right?
Take care.
All right, thanks, Rod.
Good
Bye.
night, matey. Bye-bye. Matey. That's Sarah, young lady. Here's another Sarah to prove it.
Hi.
Hello. Yes, Sarah.
Well, first of all, did you get my Christmas card?
I've got a lot of Christmas cards, Sarah.
Well, I sent you one with a really nice Father Christmas on the front.
Of course I got it. And where do you think it is now?
On your wall.
Wrong. Where do you...
Mantelpiece?
Pardon me?
On your mantelpiece?
Double wrong?
In front of you?
Yes, you're right. It's by the clock. But we've got about 400 Christmas cards around by our studio clock. And yours is right at the top near the tinsel.
Good.
And it keeps getting in the way of the red light.
Yeah. Anyway,
Flashing red light.
I wanted to ask you how you got into radio, because I'm quite interested in that.
Quite interested in what?
Getting into radio.
There's no point in getting into radio if you're only quite interested.
Oh, well, I'm very interested.
You got to be dynamically interested.
I'm dynamically interested.
I got in by doing basically anything there was to do, like cleaning the loos, making tea,
Yeah?
running up and down the stairs with results and everything. But I've always been interested in radio, and a great deal of boot licking,
Yeah.
which I'm still prone to do now and again. You good at licking boots?
Pardon?
You any good at licking boots?
Well, quite good.
Yeah, you got to be a good boot licker, and I'm the best in the business.
Oh, I'll practice.
Yeah, you practice your boot licking, you'll be fine.
Can I say hello to some people?
Of course you can. You hold the line. Mark 2, have a word with this young lady. Lisa!
Hello, Rod. I think I might have the answer to the Marco Polo question.
Oh, yes, Marco Polo.
Was he born in Venice in 1254?
Well, Caesar will tell me.
She is absolutely right.
Ho, ho, ho! Well done, babyface.
Oh, Rod.
Yeah.
Can I say hello to my brother, my sister and my dad?
What's your dad's name?
Ray.
Is he happy?
Yeah.
He's happy. Well done. Thank you for making your call. Like some more singers tonight, please. And that was a nice piece of trumpet playing there. Maybe if we could... well, talking to the trombone, we have someone play the trombone on the show tonight. That'll be double nice too. Hello, Mick.
Oh, Rod,
Yeah.
I've got the answer to it. It's the Nile in Africa.
Yeah.
4,145 miles long.
You're dead right. You in Clacton?
That's it, yeah.
Nice and windy in Clacton.
It's like Siberia there.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is.
But, did you get me tape, Rod? I
What?
sent you a song about the Temptations before Christmas.
Oh, yeah, I played it.
What, on the show?
No, not on the show. I played it on my hi-fi at home.
Yeah, it's not very good, is it?
But it was a little bit, no, what was on the tape was fine, but it sounded a bit, like you'd recorded it in a sock.
Yeah, well, I haven't got the best equipment, really.
No, you don't have to, but it sounded, I reckon it was the tape. You know that brand of tape?
Yeah.
For goodness sake, don't mention what it was,
No.
and nor will I, but that's, I always find that particular brand is not a very good brand.
Yeah.
Without mentioning any names. And I think the more that you pay for a tape, the better type of tape you're going to get.
Yeah.
And actually, halfway through, it clogged up my machine.
It never did.
It did. You know what it's like when the cassette loses its tape?
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
No, don't worry. I was round by the fish tank, underneath the desk, all in my hi-fi. My stack of cassettes fell over. I ended up on my backside, wondering whether it was today or Tuesday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rod.
Don't be silly, it's all right, but I'll tell you what. Can you send me in another tape with that on, and I can use it on the show?
Well, I don't know. I'll see if I can get one don't. What
All
did you do with the other one? Have to bung it?
Eh?
Did you have to throw it away?
Well, I haven't thrown it away, no, but it's got all crinkly. You know, when I was trying to put it back in the cassette, it went all crinkly.
Yeah.
And, well, basically, the only thing that it's good for now is measuring things up. Because it's no good as a tape.
Yeah.
But,
I wonder why I hadn't got it back. I should have guessed.
yeah, I won't send you a bill for a new cassette machine.
No, that's just as well then. We never got the. I put a stamped addressed envelope in and I never got any pictures back. That's why I wondered what I'd.
Well, it all depends when you send. When did you send the tape in? That was weeks ago, wasn't it?
Weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is if you sent the stamp in
I did do it.
on an envelope, you will be getting it. But you know, we get so many people asking for bits and pieces. We only have one young lady working on the show during the day.
Yeah.
All right, and that's Vicky.
I know Christmas has been in between.
Well, not that that should have much to do with it, but you know, there's not a backlog, but there's just a lot of people asking for the same things, and sometimes we might run out of one particular type of thing we'll send out, and we have to wait for it to come in, you know, from the printers and everything. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, that's what it's about, Mick.
Yeah.
But you know, we still got your stamp. In fact,
Okay.
if it wasn't for your stamp, I don't know if the BBC would be able to continue.
We just wondered why we hadn't got the pictures.
Well,
you know?
well, it's nothing against you, Mick. It's not that we even want your stamp. We'd be delighted to let you have your envelope back as soon as we get the bits in, matey.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, thank you.
Rod, just a minute.
Yeah, I'm here.
About what that lad was saying about getting on the radio program.
Yeah,
Well, I've got, you know, an interest in that myself. In fact, I sent them in a tape.
Sent who is it?
To the BBC too, in actual fact.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you for why. Because they've got 4 rock music programs on there.
Mhm.
And none of them play what is really rock music. I mean, like the other night, they had Adam Ant on there.
Yeah.
Well, do you think that is what can be considered a rock?
Well, it all depends what your definition of rock is. In some parts of America, rock is people like George Benson.
Well, I mean, I'm old enough to remember when rock music started, and it was people like the Grateful Dead and Jefferson.
Yeah. Well, that was a long time ago. There's not so much of a call for that, you know, now, Mick.
Well, I mean, they've got 4 programs, and none of them play rock music. I mean, it's diabolical.
Mhm. So what did you do?
Well, they sent me the tape back and said there's no call for it.
Well, there isn't a call for it on the radio. If there was a call for it, if they thought they'd get a lot of listeners for it, they'd plonk it on, mate. Not necessarily you, but they would get someone doing it. They might get you to do it. But the thing about it is that people only put things on the air if they think it's going to pull an audience.
But you got a fellow on your station plays rock music.
Yeah?
I couldn't tell you what his name is.
Well, that's Mike Brill, but he doesn't play stuff like Grateful Dead and all that stuff. He plays a lot of local bands.
Yeah, but he has played some. You could call.
No, I'm sure, but if there was a call for it, okay, like if there was a lot of people, well, a lot of people do like classical music,
Yeah.
but if classical music pulled a lot of radio listeners in mass, then I would be playing classical music. But actually, classical music in mass does not pull a lot of people. It's like brass band music. A lot of people enjoy listening to brass band music, but if you made up a show entirely of brass band music, you turn a lot of people off. That's a fact of life. A lot of people call stations up and they say, why do you play all this noise? All this noise, why can't we have a few old melodies? Well, stations do try and play a few old melodies, but actually that's not what pulls a lot of listeners. And a lot of the people that buy orchestral records actually at times don't listen to a great deal of the radio because they're playing their records.
Can you play me a record, right?
Not the Grateful Dead, no.
No, can you play Jose Feliciano with Carlos Santana?
So, hello, Janet.
Hello.
Yes, Janet.
Excuse me, Rod, could you play a record for a friend of mine who's in hospital at the moment? I don't know exactly how long she's been in there for.
Yeah.
And her husband, they've just gave birth to a little baby boy.
Oh! What's his name?
£8 at birth.
How many?
£8.
Is that a big one?
Yeah, I think so, because it was bigger than my child when she was born.
Is £8 big or is it small? Is it about average? Big one? He's a big...
about average, just over.
An £8 baby boy.
£8 baby boy.
What are they going to call him?
James.
Young James. And what's Mum's name?
Mum's name's Lila.
Lila. Well done.
Lila Barron.
What about Dad?
I don't know her husband's name. No idea.
All right, well, we wish him good luck as well. Okay.
I will do. Thanks very much, Rodney.
Not at all. Thank you for ringing. Good night. 811111 Medway, the Lucas Show in the night time. And here's Peter.
Hello, Roddy.
Yes, Peter.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Jolly good. I think I got an answer to one of your lyric quizzes.
All right.
I think you had one starting something like Funny But It's True.
Funny, but it's true, yes.
Walking Back to Happiness.
Ah, you old man! You're dead right, of course you're
Yeah, well,
right.
you know, 41-year-old nobody.
Yeah, I've heard it all before, Peter. You're dead right, well done.
While I'm on, the river quiz, when I was a youngster going to school, it was recognised that the combination of the Mississippi, Missouri was the longest river in the world.
Uh-huh. Well, we weren't given that answer tonight. Sometimes books and reference books, they dispute each other.
Yeah,
like cancel each other out.
Over the years, doesn't it?
I'm surprised you can even remember that far back, mate.
Well, it's not that long ago.
Well, come on. You're telling me you're 41. Every time you come on here, you tell me you're 41.
Well, yeah.
Sometimes it changes.
I only say that because you keep on about you being 29-year-old.
But when I say it's true, Pete. Thank you for ringing.
Okay, thanks.
He's done it again. There's old Perfect Pete, Ian Maidstone.